Hey all, this is Andrew Grove, aka This Passing for CardRunners.com with my third and final part of this session review series at, we'll call it mostly 100 PLO with this one 200 table, at table 5 here. If you didn't watch the past two parts, I suggest you watch it, but you can do what you want. I mean, it's your own life. The main ideas we got going on here are, we're trying to exploit this player on table 1, Ginyo poker, by just trapping him because he's post flop because he's betting with a lot of his air hands when we check. We're focusing on this player on table on the 200 table. He's kind of weak and calling a lot of bets. The 4 table here is filled with, I would say, 6 very aggressive players. So that could be very action heavy. And the rest of the tables, we have some recreational players. We also have a lot of decent regulars playing. Tiako is at a lot of the tables. Kivo's at 2 of the tables. Burton Border, I think, will be at most of the tables. Chesnooks, and other players. The players labeled orange are generally going to be like decent regulars at these stakes. But yeah, without further ado, let's try to finish this footage. It's going to start on table 6 here. I'm going to make a kind of a loose 3-bet, but I think a kind of a standard one versus a player who's playing 85-46 so far over 14 hands. Seems to be recreational. He's bronze star, I think, or is that gold star? We're just trying to isolate him with a decently connected double suited hand. The 3 kind of doesn't play super well with the queen, jack, and 9, but it's double suited, and that's about as nerdy as I'm going to get with that. With that analysis of the hand, of the pre-flop holding, I'll say. We got to be careful 3-betting too wide here because there's 3 kind of decent aggressive players behind us, and there's a short stack in the small blind, so he could 4-bet a lot. But the thing is, Burton Border and Tiako should kind of know that I'm 3-betting wider here than usual. I think Burton Border is definitely capable of 4-betting wide. His 4-bet range so far is 4.3%, so he could 4-bet, I think, maybe up to like 8 or 9% of hands. And it kind of sucks when we get 4-bet because I think someone who sees this spot as a good spot to 4-bet will be 4-betting hands that do very well versus our hands. Like obviously aces and kings are favorites versus our hand, but if they're 4-betting a lot of like ace-high Broadway hands and just good double-suited or even single-suited Broadway hands that are connected with all 4 cards, they kind of have us crushed. Our flush draws won't always be live, and this kind of flop better 2-pair and better draws than us. So we got to be careful with like I wouldn't say like don't 3-bet here and don't call 4-bets, but just be careful not to overdo it. Like don't 4-bet like 20 or 25%. I mean, don't 3-bet like 20-25% of hands here. I think that'd be way overdoing it. Table 2 is another limp pot. We've had a few of these in the last video, I think, with myself and Tiago and Cafio. Cafio's super trappy, if you remember from the last video. Trapped us pretty hard on that one board. So I'd be kind of tempted to steal here. A lot of players, when they limp, they don't hit this board very well because a lot of aces pre-flop. A lot of hands with an ace in them will raise pre-flop. So you can kind of steal here, but it is kind of exploitive on our end because like we can be exploited if we're betting too wide here, just because players can raise and there's nothing we can really do. Table 6, we get 4-bet, and you can call. I mean, yeah, I think calling's okay because I'm not gonna try to do math here on stream, but I think or in a video, but I don't think the small blind can open up the betting again. Although let me try to do this math. 19, and then he has. Actually, it's pretty close, and I wish I could do math better in my head, but I can't. So I think you can either call or fold, and we're not gonna be doing super bad multi-way. I don't think either. Although it's definitely not a great spot. Definitely calling on table 4, defending a big blind, getting pretty good price, almost 3-1. It's not a great hand, but it's connected. and has a suit.